Prison FC, anti-football, the enemies of football, CCL champs, imposters, fraudsters. I accepted it. I got it. I understood it. But I said, let's relax and let's just see. Because it's been a long time since Chelsea have played anything near quality football. And it's funny. The irony is the last time that Chelsea played well and said what's up was in the UCL against Juventus. Guys, sexy football was brought back. And I need those apologies from those haters who thought Chelsea, the world champs and the defending UCL champs, would lose to a bunch of lily flowers. The Vert lives, Captain America lives, and bow down to one of the best midfielders of his generation, aka N'Golo Kante. Vlahovic said what's up for Juve. Villareal held firm. And I think Morata might need to freaking retire. Let's get it. So, Eric and Ralph, I see you in the background, man, but let me just give my little take here, and then I'll bring you guys in so we can break things down. So, let's talk about it. Chelsea against Lille. Now, I know what people were saying before this game took place, so let's not try and be revisionist or so forth. People thought Chelsea were going to lose. And I think people were waiting and were hoping that we would have a stream where Lille embarrassed Chelsea. And I could understand where people were coming from. Even if Lille are in 11th place in Uber Eats, they're the defending French champions, and Chelsea are a team who can't even beat freaking Burnley and struggle against Brighton. So there was always the fear that this could yet be another banana peel for Chelsea. When you're a big-time manager, you've got to make big decisions. Your currency, and you live off those big, huge decisions. And one of those big decisions that Tuchel had to make was Lukaku. Now, the narrative, because you could view it many different ways. The narrative could be, oh, he's resting Lukaku for the final on Sunday. Huge game against Liverpool for the Karabuki Cup. And Mount didn't even play as well. And you know that Mount is a starter. So you could say that he was resting him. Or he may have thought that last game, Homeboy allegedly got 7 touches, which was a new record. We have to have much more fluidity and much more mobility in attack. And I'm sorry, this isn't looking good for Lukaku. The attack looks fluid. They look fast. They look more mobile. This is the best game I've seen from Pulisic in about 2 years. It is about a year or two is the best game I've seen from Pulisic. I still don't believe that Havertz is a false 9, but my God, even before Havertz got the goal, I think Havertz did more in 7-8 minutes than Lukaku did in 90 minutes against Crystal Palace. And if you Lukaku and you're just watching how Havertz was playing, how he was linking guys, the runs that he was making, the angles he was making, and just look at the goal that he scored, you're like, I mean, you can only feel bad for yourself because at first you're happy that the team scored, but real is real. Guys, we've all been on football teams before, especially if you're a striker. Yes, you're happy that the team played well, but if a guy is doing the job better than you and you're watching him on the bench, you feel away because you're like, oh, damn it, man, I think I've lost my place in the team. And nobody wants to be a cheerleader. Nobody wants to be a bandwagon artist. Everybody wants to contribute. But the way Chelsea looked, I'm sorry, the attack just looked far better. There was far more cohesion within them. And within Ziyech, Havertz, and your boy Pulisic, there was real fluidity there. We need to talk about Loke. We have to talk about Loke. Chelsea will only go as far as Kante takes them. He is this team. I don't want to hear about Mount. I don't want to hear about Pulisic. I don't want to hear about any of these guys. Okay, I respect what Rudiger is because Rudiger is huge. Edouard Mendy, this guy is huge. Chelsea missing Rhys James and Chilwell. So I'll talk about them afterwards. But when Kante plays well, Chelsea play well. When Kante doesn't play well, Chelsea struggle. And I've been trying to remind people that Kante is the heart and soul and blood of this. Kante is the face of this team. I don't care what it says on the freaking Chelsea Mega Store. I don't give a damn about Queen Lizzie Tax. That stuff means nothing to me. This team lives off of, and this team breathes. This team feeds off of the quality of N'Golo Kante. Look at, bro, I need somebody to tell me the amount of interceptions he made in that first half. I need somebody to tell me. Look at the one-touch football, the give and go, the passing and movement, the quickness of the football. Because what have I been screaming about? What has been sought from me? Why have people like Detroit's Rocksteady Shane and all these clowns been saying from Chelsea, anti-football? And what's the anti-football been there? Slow, lethargic, predictable, cumbersome. Once you play one-touch football and you play fast, it is difficult for the defenders to say what's up, because when you play fast and you play quick, you have a greater chance of saying what's up. And bro, Kante was big time. Pulisic, that was a nice goal, and Pulisic had one of his better games. I told you, I'm one of the guys that criticize Pulisic, and bro, when he plays badly, I'll criticize him. When he plays well, like he did in this game, I will give him his freaking kudos. Pulisic said, "What's up?" See, this is the sick. This is the sick. For the last year or so, it's been Christian Pulisic, the brainless moron. This is the guy with the football brain and with the technique who really gives Chelsea that attack. This is the same dude who scored that goal against Real Madrid in freaking Madrid. This is the guy that I want to see on a regular basis. But look at the run that Kante made for Pulisic to get that goal. Kante was different. Kante was completely and totally different. So the only thing that I didn't like is I wanted a third goal. I think, look, for Lille, you could basically, in Lille, you could just see the difference in managers. I believe if they had the manager, I think it's Gauthier, who won them Ubris last season, it would have been far more difficult for Chelsea. But you see, you can't have it both ways. Haters, I'm talking to you. Because what I'm now hearing now is, oh, Lille tax. Lille came 11th. That wasn't what you were saying. Everybody was praying for Chelsea to lose. But I try to explain to you that you're dealing with the world champs. You're dealing with the defending UCL champs. This isn't Man United. This isn't Arsenal. Okay, this isn't any of this. This is a big club. Chelsea are the third biggest club in the world. So when you're the third biggest club in the world, you move a little differently. So guys who are not really on our level, it's hard for you to really comprehend how a big club moves. But my thing here is that this is bad for Lukaku, because I think Tuchel now has to think about Sunday, because this and Sunday are connected because Sunday is so close. Because I think in Tuchel's mind, he thought, okay, this team will play well. Hopefully they'll get the job done. He didn't think the team would play this well. But here is the issue, because this is what people will say. Are they playing well because the opposition was so bad? That could be what people are saying. Are they playing well because the opposition is so bad? That could be a possibility. But then you then say to yourself that if Lukaku played, Chelsea don't play that well. I'm sorry, I'll keep it real. If Lukaku plays, a guy who had 7 touches against Palace and who is just waiting for the ball to come to him rather than coming to involve himself in play, Chelsea don't play that well. What was the difference here? Havertz was coming into midfield. Havertz was moving around. He was mobile. Havertz was on the wing. So Havertz was really involved in the play. He was playing as a false nine. So there was far more movement in the attack. When Lukaku is there, there's little movement. But because Lukaku is being reactive rather than proactive. Havertz was being proactive. And without movement that was there, it was difficult for Lille to pick up guys. Because do you pick up Pulisic? Do you pick up Havertz? Do you pick up Zic? Because they're all moving all around. And that's just what Lukaku now brings. So, because for me, I'm sorry, it looked good. It's combined well. Now, Tuchel has to be smart and he has to be wise. That's why he's paid the big bucks. Chelsea, with that same lineup, will not play that well against a Liverpool who are far better. That's not going to happen. Liverpool are going to offer them something a little bit more extra. But I'm sorry, Lukaku, man. It's like because I'll be real with you. I'm not sure after this performance and how this team looks, I'm not sure I start Lukaku on Sunday, especially when you know of his bad performance against big-time teams. But my thing here is this, before I bring the guys in, is, guys, look, man, You can hate all you want. And I know you hate because I know you guys you hate Chelsea. I know that it pains you and you burns you that we beat the crap out of Pep. I know, I get it. Pep was supposed to win. And Chelsea are hated because of pure jealousy and envy. I get it. But guys, you have to put your jealousy and envy to one side and just accept when you see quality. And I want respect. From all of you here, I need you to respect the defending Champions League winners right now, because we are the defending champions, whether you like it or not. We are the defending champions, and we demand the respect. So hate all you want. We've beaten 2-0, and we're going to be in the quarterfinal. So we're still defending our title. So as defending champions, I need you to show us the damn respect that we deserve. And let me tell you right now, this is a warning. This is my final. This is a warning, and I'll bring it to the boys. Don't let low K to get hot. Understand Rudiger, Edouard Mendy, Reece James, Chilwell, we need you back. Kovacic, you're that freaking dude. Pulisic, Havertz, the freaking Verts. Guys, please, I want to hear all they say about the Verts, but let me say this right now. This is a warning. Do not allow N'Golo Kante to get on form, because he's one of the best midfielders of the generation. If you allow this man to get on form and to be as influential as he was last season, I'm sorry, be very fearful. Because we're not dealing with Javi, Iniesta, I know these are all little people. Loke is the legal guardian. He is the legal guardian. He's the legal father of Iniesta, Modric. Name any midfielder. Any midfielder, he's their legal guardian. Because he can do more than all of them. So please, this is a warning. Final warning from you guys. Because N'Golo Kante has shown that when he's fit, his mind is clear. There isn't a midfielder that is more influential than him. Intercepting, decision-making, passing, creativity, balance. There is no midfielder that gives you more bang for your buck than Loke. So you've been warned. You have been warned. Loke lives, Loke lives, Loke lives. So let me bring in the boys, man. And Eric.
Can I just say very, very impressive introduction. Very passionate introduction from a complicated Chelsea fan. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Yes, very complicated. Eric, Eric. Before I come to Eric, we needed that. We needed that performance because. But Eric, I see. Okay, let me come at you like this. Like this. Do you think this result, but specifically this performance, will make Tuchel think twice before Sunday, then wedge into the performance as a whole against the boys, man?
Okay, so I always try to avoid a certain record signing striker if I can, because I don't have anything good to say about this guy. So the reality for me is that this is not something that Tuchel looks at and says, oh, actually, this means that I have a good idea for what I'll do for the next match. No. Tuchel already knew what he's playing. He already knew what he wanted to do. This is all part of the plan. Tuchel is a very calculated coach. He knows exactly what he's doing. And for me, I'm not going to expect our record signing to start against Liverpool all of a sudden after this. I just don't. So I'm pretty sure you would say the same thing, because I'm pretty sure you were surprised not to see him starting today. So I think that tells us something. I don't think he will start against Liverpool, but maybe he'll come off the bench. I don't know, but I cannot. And if he does, I'll be very surprised. I cannot see a situation where our record signing starts after this performance. I just can't see it. So maybe I'm wrong, but we'll have to wait and see with that one. But yes, Havertz is not a striker, but that was a fantastic performance. And for people who don't rate Havertz and people who think that he should get sold and things like this, I don't know. I don't know what to call it. Maybe you're hating, maybe you're not, really paying attention to what he's doing, or I don't know, maybe you don't know ball.
No, he's a big game. No, let's be real. Okay, if we're going to be fair here, maybe he could be more consistent.
Yeah.
And so forth. But the thing that he's young. See, if he's 28 and had this inconsistency, I get it. But the fact of the matter is, he's young. He can get that consistency. But my gosh, at his age, to be such a big game player, you've got to offer some respect, man. Come on.
Yeah, you have to. And for me, the only thing that's missing from his game is the goals, right? He could score more goals, and that is the main way he is influential in the attacking third. Because I don't think, yes, people say he's creative, he can play 10, but he hasn't really shown that creativity at Chelsea for me. Like, he just hasn't done it. So I think the way he improves with his outputs is the goals. He needs to score more goals. That's fair enough. But other than that, I think just his general play. Yes, he loses the ball sometimes. He's had some poor moments where he gives the ball away. But overall, you can see that this is a this is a very talented player. He's a very talented player with a lot of potential, and there's no denying
No,
it.
no, but if I understand you right, so you're saying that um Lukaku might be done.
Okay, so look, I said this
We
a while.
can't basically we can't
Okay.
we can't ignore it. Like
Mm,
this, he got dropped. Now
mm.
people can okay. Did he get dropped or was he saved for Sunday?
Dropped.
Our records. I'm calling him our record signing. Our record signing was officially dropped. I think it's fair to say, and it's a thing where you can say what you want, but after that recent match, and I mean, for Tuchel to mention in the press conference that we shouldn't laugh at him, I mean, it just tells you something, man. Because that's laughable. Let's be real. I mean, I can't think of any. Even if you're in a situation, someone was joking. I was listening to Talk Sports, and someone was saying when he was playing Sunday League that his teammates didn't want to pass him the ball, but he still touched the ball more than 7 times. Look, yeah, look. When you break records for how bad you are, I think it's fair to say that nobody can talk to Tuchel about dropping him. Nobody can say, "Oh, how could you drop your record?" No, 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 no. You can't do that. You just can't. So Tuchel has given this guy so many games. He's played like 10, 11 matches. If I'm not wrong, he started every single game. Chesterfield, Plymouth. Both games in the Club World Cup. The match after that against.
So basically, this is really about cut your losses.
No, okay, so. Yeah, look, short term, he's out. And if he wants to get back in, he needs to do something in training. I don't know. We'll just leave that. I don't even want to think. I don't want to think about the. It's a dilemma. I'm sick and tired of, talking about this same guy over and over. I know you like him,
okay,
HH.
I mean, so basically, let's say Lukaku's out.
Yeah.
Is it Havertz false nine? Havertz and
Okay,
Werner?
so
What is the?
I think Lukaku can come. Sorry, I think our record signing can come off the bench, and have an impact. I really do. But I think from now on,
So basically, you're saying that 97.5 was paid for an impact sub.
yes, right now.
Awful signing, bro.
Okay, so I'm hoping that we see some kind of consistency. So what we saw today, I don't know what's happened to ZH. Maybe he's injured, but hopefully we see something similar on it, like 2, 3, 4 games, and we'll see what happens. And let me just quickly talk about my guy Pulisic, who people were very happy to write off. I was trying to tell you guys, look, this guy has quality. This guy has potential. There's something there. Yes, I know. It sounds boring now. I'm not saying he's back. HH, you said he's back. I saw that way.
No. I said all I said was the sick. I didn't say he's back result. All I said that okay, we've now seen the sick and what he can do. But no, I didn't say that the guy was back. Relax.
Look, for me, he's never been brainless. Okay. The main issue with this guy the main problem I have with this guy is his fitness. If he's just fit and he has a run of games, he can do something. I really do believe that. And in his position as well, he played on the left and he did something. And based on the last game, there's no way you would have said he would have such a good performance based on the last game. So for me, he just needs to stay fit, and we can build something. We can build on his performances. So I have no issues with him. He's too young for me to just say, oh, you know what, put this guy in the bin. He's done. We'll move on. I don't think football really works like that. As much as people are impatient, and nowadays we want quality now. This is Chelsea. Big club. You have to hit the ground running. But for me, I'm too hesitant. Maybe I'm too nice, but I think we need to be more patient with some of these guys, especially when you look at their ages. So I think Pulisic is fine. Anybody else you want to talk about? I think the back line was fantastic. Clean sheets again, solid performance. Lille, you can say whatever you want about weak opposition, but for me, Champions League is always tough.
It's Champions
You
League.
can never,
Champions League, man.
yeah. So I think we're through. I think it's over. Yeah, quarterfinal.
Not yet. I wanted one more goal. But we'll see. We'll see. So before I come to your boy Ralph, man, let me just say. So, hey, Lukaku says, cover the edge. More to come. Hashtag Lakaka voodoo on target. Oh, wow. Lukaku again says, have some shame, bold brother. Felt asleep watching. Oh, and Lukaku again says, so Caliban will pay. My voodoo will do the talking. Lukaku, bro, I don't think you're actually sniffing that pitch for a long time, man. Sorry, bro. Laurem Ralt, man, thank you for the job. Laurem says that this is what happens when you played when you play everyone in their right position. So Lukaku, so Lukaku was good on the bench. But this guy, like Lukaku, has suffered, man. The abuse is taken. He suffered. He should never have left Inter. Wing will ban him. 6, that dude. Kai saved himself after Venering. Umbani, yes, Sick did that thing. I needed to show some love to Havertz. So don't strand, because I know that you've been one of the most anti-Havertz guys. You need to show some love to Havertz. Itis Merchant says, low-key think Premier League is harder than the Champions League. Laugh out loud. Well, if the Premier League is harder and the Champions League is easier, how come Pep City have never been able to win the UCC? So it doesn't make sense. How are you able to win the Premier League, which is harder, but therefore not win the UCL, which surely, if you use logic, should be easier? You see, it doesn't make sense, bro. Sauce, man, thank you for the dub. It's obvious an English team will be in the final again. Too early to say. But I think City will be there, but it's still way too early to say. From Beriton 991 man, Martin, man, thank you for the cheer on Twitch, man, Twitch fam. HH is the most unbearable man when Chelsea win. Based off the insults and abuse I've received, this is the least. Everything balances out. Do you know the kind of abuse I've received to Caliban, anti-football, prison FC? Let me have some fun. Now it's time for me to have fun and clown on you haters, man. JJ Bridgman, thank you for the dot, JJ. Big up HH and the Chelsea panel. Hey, big you up, man. We low-key won 6 in a row now, all competitions. Good win today, though. Cool, but I need those performances to rack up. And JJ, we've got a huge game on Sunday. Absolutely huge, massive game on Sunday. Itis Merchant says, anyone feel for Rom as a person, just not a fit? You see, I can't have sympathy to someone who had the opportunity to stay where he was. When it was even said that, oh, Lukaku is going to come to Chelsea, I was like, Lukaku, why do you want to leave Inter right now? And I already didn't think it was a great fit. But when he was thinking of going, I was like, wait, you have a good thing at Inter. You got memed out, and the name Timms was born while you were to United. You've now finally have some respect moving to Inter. You now want to leave it after just 2 seasons. Look what has happened, man. Dodger RF, man, thank you for the dub, Dodger, bro. He says, y'all are just some haters. Luke Skywalker is breaking records. Ralph, talk to me, man. Ralph, talk to me.
Bro. HH, quit dizzy, man. Check Twitter, bro.
What?
The memes are flying, bro. Have you not seen it?
Oh, God. Why? Memes of what? Look,
bro, apparently Quinn Dizzy's dead, bro.
Relax, don't. Okay,
bro,
so
I don't think
no. If you didn't know, Queen Elizabeth had COVID. In case you didn't know, she had COVID. So I look. Let's not even go there.
Yeah, let's not go there. No, but I think she's just ill. But I think she's
if you look at the memes, I'm crying, bro.
No. Before these YouTube guys get this, just focus. Chelsea, talk to me.
So, yeah, bro, do you know, this game reminded me of last season, man. The vibes, they were immaculate, bro. I feel like Lukaku ruined the vibes for me. Lukaku actually ruined the vibes for me. I don't know. We need to get this guy He needs to go. He needs to leave. But let me.
Ralph, it doesn't look good, man. I mean, the way this team played without him, it doesn't. The optics don't look good, man.
See, I was against this whole we play better without Lukaku, but we don't. Obviously, he's a better finisher than Havertz. We all know this. But are we really going to sacrifice our general play because of this guy? Seriously. Are we going to sacrifice all of this for Lukaku? No, we shouldn't do that. So we should keep Havertz in the false nine.
So I saying Havertz works as a false nine, or does he need to work with a striker?
I think he's a bit of both. I think he can play false nine. He's like a 9.5, you know what that is. He's in between a 10 and a 9. That's what I think his position is. So I feel like he should start the final. About Pulisic, he should start as well. I don't know about the right side because Ziyech, he got injured. I don't know what injury he's got. It looked like, because it was weird because he didn't get hit or anything. He was holding the back of his leg. So
look, I mean, we'll know more probably afterwards, man. I mean, but but see, so with this one, even I say Eric, was Lukaku dropped or was he rested for Sunday?
I think he was dropped because, bro, the amount of controversy, like I've never seen a player, like the media just going like lash out on.
It was ever since that interview, bro. He brought it up upon himself, man. Ever since that interview,
I don't even think it's because of the interview, bro. Like I feel like it's because he set a new record and he cost like 100 mil. I feel like just the media just want to go after him, bro. But I don't see the same energy with Grealish, bro. I'm just gonna say that. Bro. So for me, Lukaku should just come off the bench up until the end of the season. And then we will revisit the transfer plans because I'm still not keen on the backups or the midfield.
Ralph, I think that was like a how do they call it? Underhanded joke that you made there. That was like a backwards kind of, because obviously nobody cares about City, so that's why you don't really.
But Ralph, my thing is, look, is this the end of is this the lineup to go ahead, or do we need, because my thing is
I don't want this is my problem. Now we're putting the pressure on Havertz, but we don't. Obviously, he's a footballer; he has to take the pressure. But now we're putting the pressure on him to perform, and if he doesn't score, you know what our fan base is like, bro. You know what our fan base is like.
And one thing, like Havertz is not a striker, because this is almost like bad, because now that he played well and he scored a really good goal, people are like, oh yeah, he should not be the striker. So now when he doesn't score for 3 or 4 games because he's not a clinical striker, then what?
Exactly. Like today, like you can obviously he can play in a 9, but you can tell he's not by nature he's not a striker. So for me, we need it's Tuchel's decision who to start. So,
I mean, Ralph, you said that, but don't the fans still love Werner? And he doesn't. So yeah, look,
bro, but can I be honest with you? I think this fan base, some of them don't like Havertz. I don't know why they don't. Some of them don't like Havertz, and they all love Werner. I don't know why.
No, right. See, because then I want them to then show their face, because you can't. Because you might, in a sick way, remember it, because for me, Havertz, yes, inconsistent, but even in his inconsistency, he's still 10 times better than that useless clown, Werner. and also, Havertz is a big game player. Bro, Ralph, people, you know that wasn't Werner's goal in that semi last year.
No. Hey, bro, I'm telling you now, that goal annoys me. It pisses me off, because that should have been Havertz's goal. That should have been Havertz's goal, bro.
But see, Ralph, it's something that I saw the goal. Havertz did 99% of the work was Havertz. Werner was, bro. I thought he was going to miss. He literally was on the freaking goal.
To this day, I don't like it how these Werner fanboys bring up that he scored in the semi-final, bro. He was rubbish, bro. He wasn't.
And also his dumbest goal contributions, man.
The one that gets me really upset is when they say he won us the Champions. I'm like, what are you? He won us the Champions League.
I say you're dealing with the cycles, man. So look, Ralph, round up before I come to your boy Cobham, then Ford. So basically,
That's-
Lukaku is basically we bought a 97 million impact sub. Is that what you're trying to tell me? 97 million for an
yeah,
impact sub.
Chelsea need to really fix up, man, with their recruitment because, bro, because like you see the Roman news today, yeah. You see the Roman news. If Chelsea could get brought really quickly, bro, because now we're a global brand. So if I love Bram, sorry, but if we have a chance to get sold, yeah, for a Saudi owner or an Arab owner, bro, and he gets better recruitment. I'm just saying. I love Bram.
Let's not cross that bridge yet. Let's just see what happens with this whole stuff. Let's not cross that bridge yet. Cobham, talk to me, man. Talk to me.
It was a good performance. It was much better than what we've seen in the last 6 games. I think this is big up this guy, man.
The general.
I was so surprised by his performance because he's been for the last, I can't remember the last good N'Golo performance, but the way he just bossed this midfield from the first minute to 90. Box to box, defensive work, offensive work, intercepting, creating, everything he could possibly. He pretty much was like 10 out of 10. Apart from like a few straight passes, but apart from that, this guy, I'm so happy that he's back just in time for Liverpool. So, but just Kai Havertz as well, looking good. I'll probably want to apologize to Pulisic for calling him brainless because he did look good today. No.
Let him apologize. No. Let him apologize.
It's too early for apologies.
Let me apologize.
Have higher standards.
It's one game. Nah, Cobham, relax. You don't have
to. Let me half.
He wants to. No, he wants to do it.
Can I half apologize?
If he gives us 10 games, it's one game. It's one game.
Can I half apologize?
You haven't apologized to Ziyech yet.
We as a fan base need to have higher standards than this.
No. But
Ziyech,
no. Hold on. Forward. HH can't use that because Ziyech has had like 5 games where he's pretty much helped us win games, and HH hasn't still apologized. So don't say it's just one game.
We're talking about Pulisic. And
okay, I'm just saying.
No. You said no. So since we're talking about Pulisic, this guy has been garbage for about a year or 2 years.
He hasn't been fit.
Why does he need to apologize?
He hasn't been fit, man. That's why he hasn't been available.
Wow. Okay, wait. Okay, so sorry, you're saying that this guy since the those few months after lockdown, which was about 2 years ago, he's not been fit. So for 2 years, because he's been garbage for about 2 years, because the last thing was after that last lockdown.
Yeah.
You're saying that he's been unfit for all those.
He hasn't had a run of games, is what I'm saying. He's had stop starts. That's the point I'm making. He hasn't had Anyway,
Cobham,
let me give him his props today. Okay, I won't fully apologize. I'll give him his props today. He did look sharp. He did contribute. He looked like an actual footballer. So we're making progress in that sense. For Mugabe, my God in Lord in heaven, this guy, Jesus Christ. HH, can you please explain to me why Mugabe tried to cross a ball with no one in the box twice?
Bro, did he no, my thing is, did you see the amount of times that the ball would go over and the guy did not know his left from his right? The guy was just going around in a circle. Remember that there was one other moment where he was running with the ball and he messed up the dribble and held the guy and thought he'd get a foul after putting the guy down. I was like, this.
I didn't see. I didn't see it. I saw the replay. I went, how is that even possible?
It's
oh my God. Apart from that, everyone was solid. They didn't really trouble the goalkeeper. The second goal for Pulisic. Oh man, these little defenders are questionable as hell because the fact that's
one from Kante. See, Kante, you know how people say that who do you want in a counter attack based off decision making? And for a long time I said De Bruyne. I think I'm taking Kante over De Bruyne, man. In terms of pinpoint decision making on the run on a Kante, because you just know that Kante, he's always going to make that. He's always going to make that right decision. He's always going to make that right decision.
I think over the years, I think he's passing in the final third in terms of counter attacking is improved a lot, because there was passing like on the Serie where you could see that if you played the pass a little bit faster, or just took an extra touch, or just looked around more, but now he's just involved in his game. It's just immaculate. But everyone had a good game. I don't, apart from Mugabe. That man needs to be sold.
Wait, who's Mugabe? Is it Alonso?
Yes.
You talk about Alonso.
Yes.
Okay.
It's Robert.
Because I was just thinking, there can't be any
it's
other player.
Bastard. It's that bastard that plays on the left.
So, come on, is Lukaku screwed? So how does our guy? So does a guy make his way back in the team now?
Wait, is he wearing glasses?
I think so. No. You know what, guys? Do you think that this is bordering on bullying? I think it is bordering on bullying.
No,
it is. Like,
not really.
I think
we're just joking. We're not taking this.
Ralph, we're all black here. We can't do this to a fellow black guy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think
Vernon though.
Vernon. Keep going, man.
Come on.
For Lukaku, man. Oh man, he's screwed, because this is like the second time he's been benched or / not been in the starting 11, and Chelsea's looked really good. You talk about the last good game that Chelsea had, Lukaku was not there, which was Juventus. The last time Chelsea scored more than like 4 goals was against Norwich, which Lukaku was not there. The thing is that Chelsea is more fluid, and it works so much better without that Congolese, Tim's Merchant. Just 7 touches in what? Oh my God. I even saw the video of how many touches.
I didn't want to press play, but I had to.
I watched it. I was like, so he kicks the ball and then passes it back to Marcus Alonso. And that's the first half. And I was just like, oh my God.
No, bro, those touches weren't even that bad.
No, Ralph. Ralph, please. It's no, even if it's the 7 greatest touches in the world, it's 7 touches. Like, bro, Havertz had more touches in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, someone on Twitter was saying that Michael Jackson had more touches than Lukaku.
Okay. Thanks for that. So what I'm like, before I come to 4, let me just read these doors before I come to 4. So from Bertson991, man, thank you for the cheer on Twitch, man. I was right about Kai Havertz. CFC needs to thank Germany for Tuchel and the Verts. No. This is one game. I don't want Havertz playing false 9.
No.
For a multitude of time. It works in some games. Basically, put it this way. Don't you dare play Havertz as a false 9 against Liverpool. No, don't do that. Because Liverpool, Konate and Van Dijk
they will bully him, man.
Far better than these little dudes. So, no, relax. Wing Wubani, thank you for the dub. To be honest, the only difference was Lille gave Brick FC space. Bro, my thing is that space or no space, the team just looks better. And I'll tell you right now, if Lukaku played in this game, Chelsea don't look as good. I'm sorry, just was keeping it real. From Romelu Lukaku, hey, you, because now I know how Denzel felt in training day. Oh my God. Romelu says, if I played, I would have had 8 touches. #improvement. Wow.
Oh my gosh, hate.
Romelu, man, I think you need more than 8 or 10 touches, and you also need to actually play well, man. Please, man. And also, Romelu, why are you on this stream, man? You should be training or going to bed, man. Don't be in this stream. Gatlock, thank you for the dub. How many consecutive CL knockouts man of the matches does Kante have? Oh, so was Kante man of the match again?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Look, all I'm saying,
I think it's 5. I think it's 5 consecutive, yeah.
5 consecutive, man. People are sleeping on my boy. J Joker, man. So remember, this is a Man United fan who has not seen a trophy in 6 years. So remember, he's a United fan who's not seen a trophy in 6 years. Congrats, Chelsea, for making the UCL final. #no jinx. J Joker, worry about your Bombers club trying to win a trophy, man. Thank you. Abdul says, HH, check your DMs on Twitter. I sent you something. I checked my DMs Thank you for the dub, Abdul. Thank you for your patronage. There's no chance in hell I'm sharing that image. No way in hell. Abdul, I'm sharing that image. But thank you for the patronage, though. Caesar, Goodwin CFC. Renato Sanchez is too good for Lille. Yeah, but then remember when he then moved to Bayern, it didn't work out. So maybe this. And remember, I think he was at West Brom or somewhere. So
Swansea.
he moved to a big club. What was it?
Yeah, Swansea.
Yeah, sorry, Swansea. But my thing is Bayern. He moved to Bayern. It didn't work out. So maybe this is the level that he needs to play at. But yeah, very good player. He was definitely one of the best players on that pitch for sure. And Caesar, we've got beef on Sunday, man. We've got beef on Sunday, bro. Lalem Rout says, Thiago Silva, say his name, the VAR. Bro, at his age to be that good, that guy is calling. I told you, I call him the Seal. That's what I always say about Thiago Silva. If he had never gone to PSG and stayed either in Italy, Spain, or England, he'd be regarded as one of the best defenders of his generation. But moving to Uber Eats, people don't appreciate just how good of a defender that guy is, man. Wayne Gubani, man, thank you for the dub. Kante is the greatest midfielder ever. Iniesta, who? Look,
I agree with him.
Bro, because that's what I said in my thing, like, bro, Kante. People need to put some respect. See, if Kante wins like another World Cup or he wins a Euros, people need to talk about this tripping dude, man. From a boy,
if he wins on Sunday, he's complete football.
Oh, look, it's easy. So, boy, Philip man, thank you for Philip B. London Blues steamrolling their way to another CL title. Philip B. So I now get that you're trying to jinx us. I get that, but Philip B, the jinx won't work. Because I've got the anti-jinx serum. We've won 2-0. I'm not pumping off and everything. Eric says that it's done. I know it's not done because I want at least another 1 or 2 goals in France. So, Philip B, I know that you're trying to use white magic to try to denounce us, but Philip B, we take each day as it comes. Philip, I'm sorry that you're annoyed by this. We're still here with the defending CL champions, with the defending world champions, and you're going to have to live with us. I'm sorry. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to live with us, Philip B, because the CFC are here. Forward. Talk to me. Forward, break it down. Lukaku, was he dropped or was he saved for Sunday? Should Havertz keep on being a false 9 and so forth? Talk to me about how great Kante is and how much can we read into this performance, keeping in mind the opponents that we played that gave our boys space.
Let me start with the positive. So obviously,
they're negative.
There's quite a few, but I don't know if I have time for
I like this.
But the positives, certainly there's one place to start, and that's the man of my Abbey. Thiago Silva again, absolute El Monstro, like another masterclass at the back. And again, forever young, 37 years old, putting in incredible performances, and we're taking it really for granted, but just a top player. Obviously, N'Golo Kante, again, another man of the match. You can really begrudge him. Again, he was in a bit of iffy form for his high standards, but again, showed up today in another big game. And even I do have to give Tuchel a bit of respect for making that change once Ziyech came off, of actually moving Kante a bit further forward. Again, this is somebody that people said is only a DM. He can't play on a counter-attack. He can't play in attacking positions, but he led that counter-attack for the second goal. Again, a great 50-yard run. Put it on the plate for Pulisic. Again, great weight of pass, and obviously Pulisic put the game to bed for me. Again, another positive is that for me, the game is 95% done. This tie is over. Again, for people like Sage and other Chelsea fans, you were getting a bit nervous when our form was collapsed, which it was the last few weeks, and saying that, Lille will beat us. Like, guys, calma. It's Lille at the end of the day. Again, Ligue 1 champions, they finished top of the group. Respect for that, but respectfully, guys, it's Lille. They're 11th in the Uber Eats. Like, guys, just respectfully.
Ford. Let me be Ford. There were many people. The Champions League doesn't really care about where positions and stuff are, because remember, and Ford, let's just be real. Before this game, it's very easy to say this in hindsight, but before this game, Chelsea were playing like garbage. And there are many people that are saying that because Chelsea were so bad. Bro, Ford, Burnley are like 19th, and Chelsea couldn't beat freaking Burnley. Yeah, think 11th. Burnley, Lille may be 11th, but they're defending champions who are just having a bad season, but they're still 11th. Burnley are freaking 19th, and Chelsea couldn't even beat them. Chelsea were struggling against them. So, and my thing is that once now coming to the Champions League, it's therefore higher. So yes, you. That's why I said you cannot read too much into this. It's not like, oh, Chelsea are here, but at the end of the day, this is still a much better performance against an opponent that is better than some teams that Chelsea have played garbage and crap. Like, are we saying that Lille are worse than Al Hilal?
No, of course they're better. And don't get me wrong, I understand your point completely. And you're right, Chelsea did raise their level, but that's also why I was confident going into this game. I was quite confident that we would go through. Not that I thought the performance wouldn't be as good as it was today, and obviously we'll get into that. But I was confident. Again, I said it on all the previous streams that we were going to beat Lille because I knew that the boys will raise it for the Champions League. Again, we're not a great team domestically. We've seen that we're not ready to challenge for the league, but in the cups, we're a very, very strong team. We're a very difficult team to beat. That's why we won the Club World Cup. We're in another final of the League Cup this weekend. We are halfway through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, so we're a very tough team to beat in cup competitions. So I think that's me saying enough positives for the day. Let's get on to some of the negatives. Again, the biggest ones for me, clearly, the injuries for me are two most informed players in Hakim Ziyech and Mateo Kovacic. Both going to be missing the League Cup final more than likely. And could be even out for a period of time. So that's tough. Again, on many different reasons. I mean, just for one, the fact that of our attacking players, nobody is really in hot form other than Ziyech, who's now just got injured. Yes, Kai has just scored today, and obviously Pulisic as well. So
just one game.
Exactly, it's just one game. So again, too early for certain fans to be giving them apologies. So look, that's a very bad. It's not good. It's not ideal. And even Jorginho not to come back against Liverpool in that midfield and how they press and the transitions, it's a bit scary. I won't lie. The other negative and the other elephant in the room, Romelu Lukaku. Again, everybody's bagged on him, and I'm not going to do that.
No,
I don't feel sorry for him, of course, because a lot of this he brought on himself with the interview, and then also the subsequent weeks after that where he had poor performances. Again, he said in the interview or his interview after the interview saying that I'm going to now restore faith in the fans. It's my job to do that, my duty to do that with performances, and he's not delivered. There was a week after that where I think he scored against, I don't know, Chesterfield or whoever it was. Not that anybody cares because it's flipping Chesterfield. But then there was a week after that when we played Tottenham twice and Man City. And I said that you cannot leave this week without a goal or without big performances. And he flopped in all of those games. We then played Brighton after that and he stank the place out. So again, it's hard to have sympathy for him. But having said that, I'm not here for the boost that he's getting on Twitter. I'm not here for the boost that he's getting in the stadium. Just from the fan base in general, and for the fact that people are saying that it's all his fault that he's been a failure thus far at Chelsea Football Club. You can label a lot of the blame at him, but you can't label all the blame at him. I think you have to look at his teammates who, again, haven't been doing a great job of providing him the service. And for me, you got to look very closely at Thomas Tuchel. Because yes, Thomas Tuchel's done an amazing job at Chelsea Football Club. Nobody can rate him higher than what I will rate him as his job of what he's done for Chelsea Football Club. But tactically, there's so many tricks that he's missed in terms of how to get the best out of Lukaku. Again, one simple thing, which I'll mention now, because we haven't got too much time on this, but just playing Lukaku up front with a partner who can actually play off of him, like we saw with Lautaro Martinez at Inter Milan. We actually have never started with Lukaku up front with Kai Havertz behind him. Because yes, Kai Havertz, and I will get onto him, I guess, later on. He had a great performance. Just to clarify that point, Kai Havertz's best position generally, when people looked at how we played for Germany and in the Bundesliga, was playing as number 10, playing as a second striker off of a focal point. Lukaku plays best when he has somebody who can play off of him as the focal point. But yet we've not actually played our two most expensive signings ever together in a system that suits them. And that's
we've actually mentioned this bit before, and I think, remember, I asked you the question how many times have Havertz and Lukaku played as a partnership? And I think they said only once, which is insane. That is ridiculous. And I think that is very true because I think here's the thing. I believe, I don't know whether you've changed it now. I don't know what you guys think, what you guys in the streets think. Tuchel never wanted Lukaku. Lukaku was a player that was pretty much forced upon him. Or even if you may say that he wanted him, he didn't want him as much as Kante. Kante not only wanted him, he built the entire team around him.
Yeah.
I think for Tuchel was like, Lukaku, you're going to have to come and fit into what already exists here. Conte is, I'm actually building a team around you. So everything about my attack is to cater to your strengths specifically. So Lukaku didn't even have to do that much adaptability because Conte had fully studied his strengths and his weaknesses. But for Tuchel was like, oh no, something already exists here. You have to come out and fit in. I'm not going to build and change and tweak my system to fit you and to support you. And my thing is, and it goes to your point of like, if you really want to get the best out of Lukaku and so forth, so rather, if you really wanted Lukaku, you would know him and you would know his strengths and his weaknesses. And you would know that, man, I have to play this guy with someone. I have to give him the ball to feet. I've got to give him the ball to feet where he has his back to go, one touch, boom, hits him. And I've got to have a guy behind him who can now give him those through balls so he can now open his body and unleash his very, very good left foot. But the way the system works specifically right now, we have the striker up and these two guys behind him. It's a mess, and it's not playing to his strength. So, and the reality is that I don't think Tuchel is going to change. Even more so now, with Chelsea winning this way and playing this way, Tuchel is going to be like, why am I now going to change to now accommodate him? Because in Tuchel's mind is that, oh, if we paid 97 million for you, I expect you to adapt. Because if you're valued so highly, you should be of a level of like, whatever system it is, you should be good enough to be able to tweak your game and adapt to what we have rather than me having to adapt to you. But then the flip side is a manager sees the players they have and finds a way to get the best out of the players they have. But again, it's difficult because you want to get the best out of every player, not just one player. So, Ford, continue.
Yeah, no, and again, you make a lot of great points there. And again, I still do believe Tuchel wanted him. Now, I do believe more it was a board signing. I think the board just wanted to sign a big name striker again, without doing maybe their great job in scouting. Because again, we saw it with Timo Werner the year before, where he's got 40-something goal contributions. He's top 4 in Europe's top 5 leagues. Let's go buy him, and he'll work in this new system that we're trying to create under Lampard. Didn't work. And now with Lukaku, with Haaland, who we were targeting first and foremost in the summer, because again, Striker come off a great season. Let's get him in. We'll pay whatever we need to pay, but then Dortmund are asking for 200 million because that's kind of, they wanted to keep him for another season, although they're going to lose him for the release clause or whatever. End of the story, we didn't get Haaland. So then we see that Lukaku's got a bit of issues with his contract with Inter, similar profile to Haaland, so let's get him. The reason why I still believe Tuchel wanted him is because he complained about the profile of player that they didn't have last season, which was a mobile target man. Again, he wanted that to be Tammy Abraham, but he really didn't like that part of his game. The fact that he couldn't really hold up play, he wasn't as strong against players despite being 6'3".
Is Lukaku a mobile target man?
In transition, yes. Really. In transition, he is. Against low blocks, he's not a Drogba. Again, it's clear he plays more like a Chicharito Hernandez, or like he plays more like a poacher against low blocks compared to like a Didier Drogba or Olivier Giroud, those kind of players. But again, in the transition, which we saw a lot of, if you see his clips in the Serie A, but there's a lot more space to attack in transitions. Yeah, he works great as a mobile target man. We see it for Belgium all the time on the counter attack with De Bruyne and Hazard alongside him. It works great in international football, but for Chelsea Football Club, it just hasn't worked. And again,
but coming forward, you're comparing Mount, Havertz, Pulisic, Ziyech to De Bruyne, Hazard, Carrasco, Mertens, Yeah,
but that's part of the point. It's on Tuchel. Again, this isn't me making excuses for Lukaku. Yeah. I've been clear on the fact that he's made a lot of his mistakes, interview aside, all of that. And also, again, this is on Tuchel as well. This is also on the players and the fact that his supporting cast hasn't been doing a good job. Again, systems or not, again, in this modern era of football, we put so much emphasis on the managers, and rightly so, because there are more coaches now. Whereas back in the day with, let's say, even Sir Alex Ferguson's day, it was more about just the man management, like in-game management, like making sure the players have the right mindset going into games and whatnot. Whereas now it's very methodical. Like there's coaches for throw-ons nowadays. Like that's how much the game has changed compared to 20 years ago.
Yeah,
it's just about go out there and play your best football, play your best 11, and go play your football. So and I rate Tuchel extremely highly. For me, he's the best coach Chelsea have ever had in terms of just pure tactics, coaching. What can you do to get the best out of the 11? He's the best.
For me, I think if Sarri was given time, Sarri could have been something.
Yeah, Sarri has potential for sure. He has potential for sure.
He could have made Tuchel's job easier. That's what I think.
He
If
could have,
Sarri
but
stayed.
obviously circumstances worked against Sarri. The fact that the fans didn't like him for one, he wanted to go back to Italy, transfer ban, losing Hazard, all of that. Obviously,
This
worked
is why I
against
feel like Tuchel won't leave for a while because the fans like him.
him. The fans like him, and also just on that point, because again, a lot of people have been talking about, including you, HH, saying that Tuchel will get sacked. I think the club is changing, and they do want to have a long-term manager. Again,
Forward.
okay, let's not divulge because I don't want to get to my point. Let me get to my main point.
He's getting sacked eventually.
Well, on the record,
it's not a matter of if; it's a matter of when. It's not going to get sacked this summer, but he's going to get sacked. 2 years time, maybe 3. He's getting sacked. Tuchel is not going to be here for 5-6 years as much as Pep.
What happened to Sarri? Did Sarri get sacked?
Sarri didn't get sacked. And then Lampard's job was untenable, so he had to get sacked. Yeah, Sarri
would have
left.
eventually gotten sacked. So even if he didn't, he would have.
Okay.
Let's guys win unless Abramovich sells this club and someone else is different. Abramovich will never change. If you don't deliver me trophies, I am not going to be investing into a process for 4 or 5 years.
No, but is it fair to say that everybody who got sacked recently deserves to get sacked? Is that fair to say?
Like who?
Yeah. And the only person that got sacked was Lampard. And then Conte's job was untenable because he wanted to leave anyways. And again, severance package and all
he
of that.
didn't care.
He wanted to leave.
Look what Conte was doing in the second season. So
exactly. Mourinho had us in relegation battle. He had to get sacked. We wanted to keep him, but he had to get sacked.
The points for me.
So for me, you know what, HH, you believe Tuchel will get sacked in 2-3 years? Cool, you can believe that. I'll go on record right now and say that Tuchel will be here more than 4 years. Like in total, more than 4 years. And we'll revisit this and
I'll take that bet with you. I'm willing to take that bet. I'm willing to make a friendly bet that he won't be here for up to 4 years.
So he's done 1 year now. I'm saying the year, my maths is bad, but the year 2025, I'm saying he'll still be here.
So you think that he'll be here 2026? That's 4 years from now, 2026.
January 2026.
I say 2025 because 4 years from when he joins, I'm saying he'll be here 4 years. Which for a Chelsea manager, that's donkey years. Like that's a long time.
Fine, but I still don't think it's happened.
That would be the longest, I think, for any manager. So
in the Abramovich era, the longest since Ranieri, I think.
What's the longest period for a Bram manager? Is it 4 or 5 years?
I think Mourinho's first stint, which was 3.5 seasons, and he got sacked after the Rosenberg game. So so forward. You think that Tuchel is going to 3 years is the maximum?
4 years.
For the 3 years.
4 years is 5 seasons, by the way. So.
Okay. Because it'll be his fourth year. Because it'll be his fourth season. Because he started last season halfway through. Yeah, I think he will be. Let me take some quick judgments. So your boy DJ Rocksteady says, Kalma LL, Kante is not touching Lothar Matthäus. Bro, with all due respect to Lothar Matthäus, man, I think Kante's on a different level, man. But I do respect Lothar, but I think my man. Can I just say this? Could Lothar Matthäus win a league title with Leicester?
No.
Okay.
That's like it's like, and that's not just because I know he's a legend, he's an amazing player, but no, that's just not happening. No way. And from English Talents FC says, "Oh God, I'd sacrifice World Cup 2022 for the Queen to recover." # Look, she's still alive. So it was. I think it was all just fake news and so forth. Lizzie lives. Lizzie's still rocking on my Lizzie. What up, man? Lizzie, what up? What up, Lizzie? So she's still saying what's up. 1 minute signs for man's success and the Queen's immortality. Oh, wow. I test mention says 5-3-2 against Pool. Georgie, Kante, RLC, Pulli, and Verts. We'll get there, but for me, to be honest, I need to know who is available before you even think about a lineup. Because again, you have to show if it's guaranteed, Kovacic and Ziyech is out.
I think one of them will be available. I think one of them will be fit for that game. One of those two.
Who would you rather fit, Ziyech or Kovacic?
Ziyech.
Kovacic for me.
Kovacic.
Ziyech for me. I don't trust our front line.
But if I had to choose, especially against Liverpool, I need a midfield.
Do you know why I say Ziyech? It's because our front line inexperience. If we bringing him out, I feel like he'll have a bad game because he just come back from injury.
Bro, you need bro. If Kovacic is out and all he can give me is Kante mixed in with a Loftus-Cheek, who's now played many games, Jorginho, who is mid, and Saul, who is
Nah,
Casper.
relax on Saul. Relax, man. Relax. He's
Oh,
a
Saul
good
was
player.
trash.
That
He's,
guy is
no,
he's
he's not.
stealing money, man. The guy's stealing money.
He's stealing money, but he's better than Werner, man. He's better than Werner. That's
That's not hard to do, bro.
Oh no, Ford gave teams a new nickname, the Elephants.
I wasn't trying to do that, boys. Don't do that. Don't do
We
that.
wasn't trying to do that. Okay, so very briefly here. So did any of you watch the Juve game?
I'm actually seeing highlights of it now, and that Vlahovic goal was serious. Like, flipping hell.
Guys, man.
I don't know why he moved in January, by the way.
Vlahovic, bro.
He should have went to another club.
I was trying to watch both games and everything. See, here's my thing. Juve are going to go through. Let's burst us, bro, here. Juve are going to go through because, like, Villareal are one of those guys where nice approach play, they lack a cutting edge. Eventually, they scored, but they lack a cutting edge. Now, let me just
wait, hold up. Sorry. I'm literally watching the replay of this goal right now. Like, this goal is mad techie, bro. Like, he's controlled it on the chest from a 40-yard pass.
No. Like,
he's literally facing the linesman. He's facing the linesman, and he scores with his right foot.
I was watching it live.
This is
because
crazy.
I had my iPad down here, so I looked down and I was like, oh wow, like 1v1. And literally, I was about to say, like, he just hit us. Like, how the hell did he get from where he was with the defender in front of him, not being able to even see the goal? How he was able to put that ball bottom left-hand corner? That's insane.
With his wrong foot, bro. That's mad.
No. I mean, like, and here's the thing, because you can't talk about Vlahovic without talking about Morata. Ford, you probably wouldn't see it. This guy did one of the worst dives I've seen in the last five years. And also, when you're diving like that, then because Morata knows that you're no longer the main striker now. This younger Serbian guy has come and is now showing you up to show how much of a clown you are, bro. This guy's dive was disgusting. Where literally the guy hits him, and literally a second after he was like, ugh. That's why the Villareal guys were, bro, book this. That guy, you should have been booked. But
and
Morata, you are trash.
And you know what that is, HH? That's more poor recruitment from Chelsea Football Club. More shocking recruitment.
I know, man. That's somewhat pissed me off to this day, man.
Okay, let me
Morata back at Yoko, drink water. God forbid.
No, let me be fair with Morata.
Jesus wept.
With Morata, I got fooled. Because what Morata is, because I did a little thing on the website, so like I do like a player profile of Morata on the website, is that Morata is he's a cameo merchant. He just makes cameos. He's not a main striker. Bro, before Chelsea bought him, do you know how many big games the guy scored? Remember his goal against Real Madrid that's in the CL semi? That took Juve to the final in 2015, I think. And he scored in both legs. So there are guys who are like, oh, you can score big goals. But as a main striker, it just ain't it.
Morata upsets me because I was fooled as well. I got carried away with
no, man. I think you're going over the top with Morata, man. I'm probably opinion. I think he's don't actually a good player.
No. Look, he fools you. He fools you.
I think he's a good player.
Problem is not totally. See, he isn't Werner.
Yeah, he's not Werner.
But we can't judge people by the stick of Timo Werner, though. We can't judge people by that. Morata is not a good striker. He came for 70 million.
No. Morata, as a technically speaking, is a pretty good footballer.
That's where you get fooled, right? You know, aesthetically pleasing.
No, Eric. No, that's not how we got fooled. No, Eric, this is how I got fooled. He hardly played for Real Madrid. He wasn't really a starter. But every time he played, he'd always score important goals. So I got fooled in thinking that, bro, play him more often. Because if you play more often, he can score important goals. Then Madrid fans said to me that, bro, don't be fooled. We know what we're doing by keeping him as because he's great as an impact sub. But if you now play him at the start and you make him a main guy, he won't score. And they're just those players who can come on and in 10 minutes can make a quick impact. But if you play them at the start, they can't make the same impact. So
can I just say for the record that I always didn't rate him. Everybody can go check if they want to.
That's
When
a
he
lie.
signed, I
Ford,
said
you were
no.
part of us,
Everybody,
man. Ford, don't
everybody
try
can
and
check
bring
my
me.
tweets, check the
I
record.
will
I
check.
said
I will
he
check
was a
my-
bum. I said
I will do
he
tweet
wouldn't.
search. I will do tweet
I
search,
said
man.
he would be the new Torres, except he's not blonde, so he would get even less time from the fans. And I said he would flop. Even when he scored a hat trick against Stoke, and people were saying, "Oh, he's this and that." Thierry Henry was on the news saying that, "Oh, he's got that something about him that makes him special." When everybody was gassing him, I said that I don't see it. I feel like he's in the flop. He's not got the mentality, and lo and behold, he absolutely stank the place up.
He was a player who complained and whined all the time, and that's very annoying, you know.
And he was
Yeah,
always offside.
yeah, always
Oh,
offside, always
Oh, no,
complaining,
hold on,
always
say
whining.
But see, this is why I think that could Juve be a threat? Because I believe Juve are going to beat Villarreal. Like, I know it was 1-1. Villarreal, they're not beating them in Turin. So I expect them to go through because that's why. Because I don't know, someone says, "Oh, why did Vlahovic move in January?" Bro, that's a great time to move. Because my thing is that, again, Champions League, nobody's looking at Juve. See, if all they had was Brick Morato, man, these guys are going nowhere. When you have a clinical striker like Vlahovic, you always have a puncher's chance. And when I look at, because bro, I've seen both both of the goals that he scored, like his debut goal, his first goal for Juve, amazing goal. This goal again, so this guy is a quality finisher. Because it was basically like when he scored, he was basically like doing this because I think in the game against Torino, he didn't really have a good game because we're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, hey, bro, I'm now answering my critics.
Yeah.
And he's a very young guy. So my thing is, because nobody's looking at Juve, and they've always been perennial failures and so forth, if Juve go through against Villarreal, they could be a tricky team because I think when you have a team that have that experience, because bro, Alexandro is still there, Quadrado is still there, freaking Bonucci is. So there are guys who've been in the same team since like freaking 2012, 2013. So this team is old. These guys are old.
Yeah, they have a chance, but I think against proper teams, against good teams, they'll lose. You know, so maybe they'll get to the quarterfinals, but I
So you
can't
don't
see
put
them.
Allegri.
No, I mean Allegri is a good coach, but there's only so much he can do. I mean, what's the tactic against a team like Bayern, for example? You know, what's the tactic against Liverpool?
But you know what? Do you know what's Chiesa being injured?
Yeah.
That for me, that was the, and also not only that. Why do you sell Kulusevski to Tottenham? That made no sense. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
this is one of your best players. Benson Coy is that guy is nonsense. That guy is useless. Kulusevski is one of your best players. Why the hell would this? And bro, you sold him to Tottenham in his first start, 1 goal, one assist against Man City. I mean that makes no sense. But see, for me, I think for Juve, as you said though, yes, you've got Vlahovic, but my thing that this team looks old. This team can't beat Man City. This team can't beat Bayern.
no, they just can't.
This
De
team
Ligt,
can't
I
beat.
don't know what you think about the leaks, but you know, he's yeah.
Would he? Okay, if let's say Rudiger was to go, would he be happy if
No.
the Ligt came?
No.
Okay.
God,
So
no. God.
you don't buy into the whole De Ligt hype.
I'm not with the
No.
hype, man. I think he's
No.
very, very overrated.
Yeah, he's a good centre back, but he's overrated. It's just what it is. Again, for me, I feel like Rudiger's got to get whatever he wants, just give it to him because for me, again, it goes a bit deep. But look how many experienced players are going to be leaving Chelsea in the next 18 months. Thiago Silva's not going to be here forever. Aspilicueta is going to go. Jorginho for me should go. Again, he's done a good job here, but I think it's time to cash in.
Are you sure we should let go of Jorginho just in case we get a new DM?
I think we should. I think the point is that we transition from Jorginho to a mobile DM. Not that Jorginho's been the terrible signing for us. He's done good work.
Are we not going to give are we not going to ease the new DM in?
I disagree with that one.
I just feel like can you have a let's say we get two many, right? Or Declan Rice, one of these two.
Oh no, I don't want
And
that.
then I know, but these are the names that have been touted at. So just imagine one of those two, plus Kante, plus Jorginho, plus Kovacic. Those are four big time. Those are four big time egos that you're going to try and fill for two positions. Like it's difficult to do.
No, but are we not going to change it into a 3? in midfield.
But then a 3-man midfield. But then also look at who else is going to be coming in next summer. Conor Gallagher. He's going to be here next summer. We're still going to have Mason Mount, who's plays in the 3 midfield. Ruben Loftus-Cheek will still be here. So that's a lot of bodies.
Let me ask.
Are we
let me
going to
ask-
make the same mistake we made with
hold on.
Bakayoko?
Wait, let me ask a real question because again, I think we're getting attacked here. So you guys who say that De Ligt ain't that good and it's all hype, have you actually been watching him recently? In
Yes,
Serie A?
look,
Not recently,
De
but-
Ligt.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about De Ligt. Okay,
Eric.
so De Ligt burst onto the scene, right, at Ajax.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic talent, this, that, the other, the next great player. Cool. He had a fantastic season, right, with Ajax. We go to the semi-final. He then moved to Juve, right?
Yeah.
And he had an awful start. He struggled a lot. You know,
Okay.
everybody knows
Fair.
this, right?
Fair.
Okay, he improved.
Yes.
He looked fantastic against Lukaku. Sorry, against our record signing, right? Doesn't mean too much. Doesn't mean, you know, when Plymouth Argyle defenders are having an easy time against this guy, then why should I give him credit for?
No.
doing
But
well?
see, Eric, you see, you didn't answer my question.
No, I'm not
Have you
done.
been
I'm not
watching-
done.
Have you been watching him in Serie A?
Yeah, okay.
This season?
I don't. Okay, I'm not. I don't watch Serie A week in week
No.
out. But
Because my thing is no. Because it's okay. So what? Because again, I've been trying to go in and out of Serie A. He hasn't been improved. Because everything he said was right. When he first came in, he struggled. He even said himself that, whoa, this was a huge cultural shift from what I had at Ajax, at Juve. And he admitted that, yeah, I've not been playing well, and it's going to take time for me to adapt. It took time for him to adapt, and he's now actually playing a lot better. And even tonight against Villareal, he had a very good game, and he made some very key blocks. So my thing is, I do feel that, remember, he's very young. He's a very young defender. So for somebody to be so young and to already be on the scene, that's great because, bro, you can. Thiago Silva is 37. This guy's in his early 20s. So you can still be a top tier defender at the very highest level at 37. So my thing is, De Ligt, I feel, is a guy that has a massive upside. And I do think that the hype was big and everything, but I think that when you're young, you will learn. Like, look at what guys were saying about Havertz. Havertz, he's all hype and everything. Yeah, he's young. He's very young, and the young players should be allowed to make mistakes and so forth. So I think that's because what you have in De Ligt is that his defending is going to improve when you're playing faithfully, especially under Allegri. Because remember, wait, hold on. Isn't this his first season under Allegri?
yes, it is. Yeah.
Isn't it second?
Hitchich.
Second?
Don't,
No.
Second. No. Is it second?
No, because he played
Yeah.
under Allegri when wasn't in the
Didn't
same
Allegri
season.
leave and
First
then come back?
season when Cristiano
wait.
arrived.
I think he played one season under Allegri, which was the season before he left. Then Pirlo came in.
Right.
'Cause I
Yeah.
think
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
his third season, I think.
Really?
Okay. Is that right?
No, it was his first season because that's the same. No, he wasn't
It was
there.
COVID.
Wait.
He was
COVID
there when
season.
Sarri was.
How many seasons has he been for you?
Yeah. He was there on that Sarri.
2019. He
So
came in 2019, and so it's the third season, I think.
His third season. Yeah. Bill saying it's his third season.
Yeah.
It's his third season.
Look, the point I'm trying to make is that we know he's a good player. I'm not saying he's not a good player, and I'm not saying that Chelsea can't have him. My point is, okay, we're signing De Ligt, we're signing Kunde, most likely, right? And then, okay, signing Kunde and then signing De Ligt as well. Those are two young players. You said yourself. And can 22-year-olds guide us, lead us to a Premier League title?
No. You need a big boy.
And then can
Let's
I just
be real.
can I just come back on that
Let's
point as
be
well?
real.
That's
We're
the point I
not
was
in
trying
the
to make
title
earlier.
for a very long time.
Okay, forward.
But yeah, just to again piggyback off that point, that's why for me you got to pay Rudiger not what he wants, but give him 200k, which is what it seemed like what he wanted at when the talks initially started, because that's an experienced guy who's ready to be your next captain. Because again, like I said, Thiago Silva will go, Aspilicueta will go soon. I think Jorginho probably will go. Again, we'll see with that. Then look, who are the other experienced players in our team that we can say are like they're like captainish material? They can be part of a leadership group. For me, it's only Rudiger at that point. I guess Mendy is kind of going to step up into that position.
Kovacic.
Yeah, Kovacic is one. Kovacic is 100% one, but that's really it. Again, Kante is an experienced guy, but he's not a leader in that sense. We all know what Kante is, and that's literally it. So you're going to get rid of Rudiger. And then what? Because you can't put it then all on the likes of Mason Mount, Kai Havertz to go and carry the team and be the leaders. They're not ready for that. So again, just to end on this point as well, which is where when it comes back to somebody like De Ligt, who again I says overrated. That doesn't mean I think he's a bad defender. He's a good defender, but he's overrated because again he's going to be wanting to command 350k a week, which for centre back, unless you're prime Maldini mixed with prime Cannavaro and John Terry and without the racism and Van Dijk and all of that, then okay, maybe I can rate you. You can get 350k a week, but not for De Ligt, who again for me at the Euros was awful. So De Ligt good player, but no, for me just keep Rudiger, who we know is tried and tested, can do it in this team, in a 3 at the back, in a 4 at the back. He's that guy.
See, my thing is, wait, so hold up, Rob. So my thing is, let's say, because one of them is going to live, whether it's Rudiger or Christensen. So if Christensen lives, do you go with De Ligt or do you go with Kunde?
It's got to be Kunde.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Has to be Kunde. I mean, again,
I feel like he would
versatile.
gel with the team.
Also, for me as well, it's clear that we are looking to because again we've got to replace Aspilicueta, who may go this season. I think maybe it's going to be. So we're going to be looking at a right wing back or right back. We're looking at getting Livramento, whose release clause activates in the year 20. So basically next year summer, so 2023. So in the meantime, instead of buying a replacement right back, who we haven't really got much future for, why not buy Kunde, who can fill in as a backup for Reece James at right back and then also play centre back? So I think Kunde, he ticks a lot of boxes. He's somebody that we wanted before. Great on the ball and versatile. So yeah, for me, I think Kunde is a good buy.
Wait, let me just. Okay, sorry, Ralph. Go for it. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, if we buy 2 young defenders, I don't actually mind because obviously we want to win every year, but I've put down my expectations for winning the title for a very long time. Like, I don't think we're winning the title till like 2025. I don't.
But you wouldn't need an experienced.
I wouldn't do that.
You can't just have like a schoolboy defense.
Yeah, I know, but for me, I'm not.
Wait, Ralph. Where did you get that number? 2025. That's crazy.
Ludicrous for Chelsea Football Club. Like,
bro, I know, but
put some respect on the badge.
See,
bro, all champions, bro.
You see, Pep. I'm hearing that he might extend, man.
Put some respect the badge.
Bro, I respect. You know me. I respect the badge, but bro, the way the technical director is moving, man. We ain't seeing no Premier League title.
We gotta have high expectations. Look, don't get me wrong. If Pep stays and they get Kane, it's long for everybody in it. But at the same time, like we gotta put respect on the badge. And also, you say you should just
Kane. What will Kane do, man?
Bro, Kane showed you what going on Sunday. Bro. He showed
man,
you. But look. Also, I gotta make this point. I gotta make this point as well. That you turn up in the Euro semi. So, but anyways. Look, you make the point that we can get 2 young centre backs, whatever, but we got so many good young centre backs already at the football club. We got Trevor Chalobah, like he's doing great. He's having a great season.
I forgot about him, man.
We have another young stud, one of the best centre backs we've ever produced in Levi Colwill coming up. People are gonna say, La Cobham hype, this, that, the other, but all these La Cobham players have been hyping up for years. Look what they're doing now for this Chelsea team that's won the Champions League, won the World Cup. So yeah. Levi Colwill, that's one to watch. So for me, you can sign Kunde, cool, but then you don't need to sign another De Ligt or another young centre back from somewhere that we don't need, like or Kilman that the same from Wolves. He's a good centre back, but
I
sign Max Kilman.
Get rid of Christian.
Wait, hold on. Let me take some jobs. Hold up. So from Barrettson91, thank you for the cheer on Twitch, man. Thank you. And Liverpool is winning it. Can't wait for the post-game hangout. I have no idea who's going to win this one. Liverpool looks strong, but I have no idea. But first things first. They must be stopped from their potential quadruple. They must be stopped from
I've got to leave, but looking forward to fantastic results. We're through. It's all about the Papa John's Cup now. Yes, so we'll get there. We'll get there when the time comes.
Let's go. And also Eric. Yeah, lay off the Lukaku abuse. He's had enough. Easy. Eric is a fellow brother. Eric is a fellow brother.
I have never
black.
Abused.
He needs our support.
No. HH, you can agree with me that I have never abused this guy. I've wanted to many times, but you never heard any abuse from me, so you can't accuse me of that. Okay, look, see you guys later.
Okay, all right. Peace.
Peace.
Casey says Allegri is awful. get so easily outplayed. Do you know how old that Juve team is? Bro, Bonucci, these guys are geriatrics. Like, rather than blame Allegri, blame Agnelli and the recruitment. These guys hardly recruiting anybody. The team is old. The team is old, so... And also, maybe it wasn't his decision to sell Kulusevski. Maybe they just needed the money to keep him afloat. Rory Jennings, oh Lord, I'm scared. Super Frank needs to keep Everton up. I'll sacrifice Chelsea's UCL hopes. I'll sacrifice Tuchel's job. Imagine Super Frank back at 2024.
Hell no.
God forbid.
God forbid, man.
No. He's going to keep Everton up, bro.
Everton are
No, he's not. No, he's
Everton are
not,
staying
man.
up.
He is.
And if he doesn't, oh, bro.
Ralph, he is,
Oh,
man.
Ralph, no, he will.
No,
I mean,
you're not gonna clown him.
They'll finish
Super
like
Frank's got this,
15th, 14th, 15th, but like they're not going to get relegated.
He's building, man. He's building. Give him time.
Wait, Ford, would you want Frank back in 2024?
No.
I'm not an idiot, bro. Come on. Who do you think I am, bro?
I don't want no
check.
legend.
I just wanted to check where you were at, man. Lala Brown says, HH, complicated Chelsea fans. Lukaku, complicated. Look, I see. He's black. Call me biased. I try and help my black brothers out there. So I'm not going to carry on with those.
I can't lie, that's a perfect super chat because Lukaku is a very complicated Chelsea player.
Yeah,
no. Start of the season, the whole I'm coming back. Like they played the whole public service announcement video.
And he said he changed his game. He's improved his game, but he lied to us. Bro.
They were showing the video from when he was at Bruges, saying I'm going to play at the stadium and all that. The cap was unreal.
Guys, I'll be with you. Lukaku will forever regret leaving Inter Milan. That he when he sits down by himself in private, he will know that is the biggest mistake I've made in my entire career, leaving Inter Milan. Whatever Inter offered him, he should have taken it. Because now there's no going back. Like, there's no going back.
Yeah.
Because if, let's say, Chelsea not going to be done with Lukaku now, you paid 97.5 mil. So no one's going to pay 97, but we're going to look for 60. Maybe 70.
Or we could loan him. Or we could loan, and there's certain clubs that would like. I'm gonna just put this out there into the ether, right? And let's see if God's watching, right? There's teams like Atletico who will loan him, and to subsidize that fee, maybe we could get somebody off of them. And there's a certain forward that they have who's got that bit of something about him, which is something that Chelsea's lacking. A bit of flair, a bit of individual brilliance.
João Felix, bro. I'm telling you now.
What I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Next season, he's about to pop off.
If Arsenal gets João Felix before Chelsea, do you know that's
this is why I don't want Arsenal to get top 4.
I'm going to start fighting people, man.
This is why I don't want Arsenal to get top 4 because I know Arteta, he's got a great talent ID, bro. They'll let him get João Felix. This is my problem. This is why I don't want them to get top 4. I'd rather United get top 4 because these guys are dumb.
No, Ralph,
these guys got CR37 and Varane who's washed.
Ralph, I don't think you understand. Ralph, I have a lifelong vendetta against Man United. They must suffer for eternity. So they both mustn't get top 4. So shout out to West Ham. I told you, United and Arsenal is just for humor. I have a lifelong vendetta against Man United. It is my mission in life.
I'm the opposite to you, bro. My thing is against Arsenal, bro. These guys even though they haven't won nothing since I've been born, bro. These guys, I can't stand them. Do you know it's their fans that are arrogant for no reason?
Wait. So your boy Casey says that Juve are... Okay, guys, come on. Okay. Guys, Villareal are not going to knock out Juventus. Like, basically, Villareal are a Europa. See, for me, Sevilla should be embarrassed because Sevilla should really be a Champions League team, bro. Villarreal, this is what I say. You know, Villarreal have only been in one cup final in their entire history, and they won it against Man United.
That's sad for Man United.
Of course they do. That's freaking embarrassing. So Villarreal, they have no business being in the Champions League. They're not a Champions League team, so they're punching them above their weight. They're not beats. Like, it's not going to be easy for Juve because Villarreal will push them. They're not knocking them out.
What percentage chance would you give Villarreal going through?
I would give.
I'm saying 30.
I was going to say like 40, 41, 42 because
That's a lot,
I've,
for what you're
because I've
saying.
seen because my thing is I've seen some teams play Juve into Turin, like really play them. So I'm giving 60 to Juve because they are more experienced and they're overall. Basically, I'm giving 60 to Juve because they're just much more experienced. Villareal will create chances. Is whether they can put them away. See, I'm not sure that Moreno was actually playing in this game because they've really been missing him.
Yeah, he wasn't playing today.
Yeah. So, and that was the top goal scorer in La Liga last season. So, without him, I mean, look, they had freaking Lo Celso and Grenville up there. But shout out to our guy Chokeze who was in the ball.
Yep. Oh, he cooked Marcelo differently the other week.
Oh no. He's good. So for me, it's like. But see, it shows you how low Juve have gotten, specifically with Christian leaving. If Villarreal knock out Juve, I wouldn't be that shocked. I'd be like, oh, damn. Okay. But I wouldn't be like that shocked because Juve are just like Juve's best chance of winning the Champions League was 2017.
Mm-hmm.
That was their best. Nobody was beating Emerson in 2015. They were too good. Their best chance was 2017.
They blew it away, man.
Because remember, nobody had ever defended their UCL title. So, and remember, Juve shot out Barca in 2 legs. Barca didn't get a single goal in 2 legs against them. But Cristiano happened, man. Well, not really Cristiano. It's something happened at halftime.
They started off hot as well. That Mandzukic goal was incredible. But
bro, I watched that in the pub. That was a crazy.
Who scored first in that game? Was it Ronaldo?
Mandzukic. Yeah, like basically. Like Carvajal did like a pass over and they basically put it bottom left. No, good goal. It was a good goal. But yeah,
you know what? That was actually one of the best finals we probably had. Like just in terms of major finals, that's probably one of the best ones we've had in recent years.
No, it wasn't a 4-1
most
game.
of them are quite bad.
The first half was the best CL final I've seen in terms of a game was Bayern PSG, where it was like, oh, this is like really good, bro. Second half was a blowout. See, first half of Juve thingy, it was amazing.
Bro, PSG should have won that final, man. I'm gonna be real.
Like, they missed chances.
Like, I'm gonna be real.
Bro, that's Mbappe chance, man.
Tuchel should have 2 Champions Leagues right now. He should have 2 right now, man.
That's Mbappe because that's Mbappe chance, bro. If you just connect, that thing goes bottom left, man. That thing goes bottom left.
But just to your point, the Bayern PSG game final was a very technical game. Like it was high quality, but it wasn't high entertainment.
That's a final. That's Bayern PSG game.
Like that was satisfying in a way that the Liverpool Tottenham one wasn't. Like that was low entertainment and low quality. That was just like the man of the match was Harry Winks that day, which says everything you need to know about that game. Horrible football game. But,
bro, that Liverpool Tottenham game, bro.
I mean, you did know. I mean, Liverpool Tottenham.
You already me and my brother. We watched
Brexit midfield versus Winks and Dele Alli. Oh, good lord! Yeah, that was not the one.
You see why I don't?
Because I knew when Tottenham got to the final. Yeah, when Tottenham got to the final, I said to my Liverpool friends like, "Yo, congratulations!" Because Tottenham are not winning this, and it's going to be a very boring final. So I didn't even bother watching it. I just saw the highlights and went, "Oh, so there was a penalty." And that was it. Okay, cool.
And I can't lie, you're right. Like Tottenham were never gonna win, but the fact that they were in a Champions League final, bro, I can't lie, I was scared, bro. Like the fact that they could have equaled us on Champions Leagues, that was scary, man. I can't even lie.
No. It's no. But see, my thing is, I do feel that people have, because people already hate Chelsea already, just a standard thing. But I feel people have an extra resentment towards Chelsea after that UCL final against Pep. Chelsea were not meant to win that final. think about it. Tuchel came halfway through the season to do a patch-up job. Man City have been knocking on the door for several years. They beat PSG in the semi-final.
He beat Bayern.
That was like this. Basically, that was supposed to be a combination of 4 5 years. But guys, I can't think of a more satisfying moment in football than Pep losing that final. Because I was about to say, my God, it was on a plate for you. You're facing a team that's a patch-up job that Tuchel is just trying to just do the best he can because it is now built for next season. Chelsea had no business winning that Champions League.
I've got an unpopular opinion about that final. Yeah, even if you played a DM, we would have won.
Oh, facts.
Yes.
That's not spoken
Now,
about enough.
see, Ralph, here's my thing. You may be right, but if they play DM, Chelsea don't score that goal. Maybe they score a different goal. They don't score that goal. That goal isn't scored by Chelsea if City play a DM, because Rodri or Fernandinho read that pass.
Potentially,
100%.
but at the same time, people are forgetting that Rodri wasn't even in great form going into the final, which is why Pep dropped him. Like, that's the reason why they didn't play with a DM. They thought,
He dropped
let's
him
try and
because
dominate the midfield battle by having Gundogan in there. We're going to bring De Bruyne back. I think they let Foden or Bernardo Silva play in the number 10 in the false 9. And again, we outworked them. Like, they pressed us extremely high, but we were just able to play through the press in certain stages, and that's what led to the goal, obviously. So again, and it wasn't even just that we just got it right tactically on the day. And no, every man for man, everybody had in the Chelsea shirt played a 10 out of 10. Like Chilwell and Reece James, that was one of the best ever games for us.
Blonde guy, that blonde.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's a given.
No.
That's a given.
No. Hold on. On that, Ralph, thank you for bringing that up. You know, people say, oh yeah, Werner, he's a Champions League winner. Do you know? I was going to say, my brain, my memory is perfect.
Yes. Talk about those first 20 minutes, AJ.
Perfect. Do you remember what happened prior to Havertz scoring that goal? This guy had 2 1v1 opportunities.
Oh.
2, and I would say, if this brainless buffoon, if this bastard actually cost us, if City had won that game because of Werner, you know, I'd have broken my laptop.
I think the fan base would have turned on him, man.
Like, I would have broken if Werner had cost, because of Werner, Pep won, bro. I don't even know what I would have done, bro.
He was scuffing shots, but he was awful that game. So again, obviously Werner was not 10 out of 10, but if you look at guys like Chilwell, Reece James, Rudiger, like made a great clearance off the line, Aspilicueta, Havertz, of course. Most of these guys played their best ever performance for Chelsea in that final. So again, no matter how City lined up with the way that they played, even with Rodri or Fernandinho, they still probably for me would have lost. And we were deserved winners in the end. It wasn't a fluke. We were deserved winners.
Oh no. Oh, bro, like, you see, my thing though is, it's weird. The way Chelsea won those 2 CLs, they were deserved, but they were weird. You know, like 2012 is just, that is literally divine intervention. Yeah. It's a mixture of divine intervention and this guy. That was what 2012 was. You know,
he almost cost us. He almost cost us that fight.
No, but.
Do you know the penalty was bad?
Twice.
The penalty on Ribery.
Can I be real about that final?
But
because I was like, you idiot, Joker, why would you do this to me?
That is a disgusting comment, bro. Are you really going to bring up that?
But it's true.
Bro,
no, and then he messed up in the AFCON. He messed up in the AFCON, and when he took the penalty,
bro, why
I was like, oh my god.
Shall I be real with you? I feel like there's a little bit of juju in that final. I'm gonna be real.
It was more than a little, bro.
No, because bro, the fact that he scored the penalty, he caused the penalty, and Robin missed it, and he missed the penalty in the AFCON final. Bro, that's
yes. No. Let's see. 2012 was. Look at just the story. Even look at that semi-final. Messi missing that penalty. Chelsea winning. Remember, that was peak Barca. That was 92 goals in a calendar year Messi. How the hell did a 10-man Chelsea go through against Barca at Camp Nou, down to 10 men, losing your top defender in John Terry? It makes no sense.
And we went a goal down as well.
Yeah.
Like 2 goals down in the first half.
When Czech saved that penalty, I knew. And here's the thing. This is what I said. Remember, Schweinsteiger scored the winning penalty against Real Madrid in the semi-final. But when he was facing his own fans in his own stadium, he got the nerves. Because you saw him stutter, he got nervous. And which is why I said that, guys, you can't take that away from Chelsea. Do you know what it means to go into Bayern Munich's own backyard and beat them? And that was the same team that won a treble the very next year. Like, bro,
they were out for blood, bro.
Joke, bro. And also, if you look at this one, you beat Atletico, who were La Liga champions. You beat Real Madrid. Then you beat by far the best team, Man City. You see, like, you can try, but you can't hate. Like,
Think-
what
Yeah,
more do you
but
want?
Chelsea
You can't-
deserved it.
Think about
You
it.
have to
yeah.
look at the matchups.
We won the CL during peak Messi and peak Cristiano, bro. We won the
Yeah.
CL in that
And
era,
peak
bro.
Bayern as well. That's crazy. Like that's
Basically,
probably the highest
everybody
level
was
we've
at their
seen of,
peak.
of European football, like by far. Peak Bayern, peak Messi, peak Ronaldo. Like that's crazy, bro. I mean, beat a good
but
Napoli
you
side
know
to get
though.
through. Like
No,
people
guys.
forget about that Napoli side we had to beat from 3-1 down.
Oh my
That
God,
was a
Cavani
top
and
team.
Also, guys, let me
Cavani,
be very, very
Lavezzi,
clear. Let me
bro,
be
they
very
were
clear, guys.
dirty, you know?
You know that I don't recognize 08 and 09. Those wins. I don't
I
recognize.
saw you saying that, bro.
There's nothing you can say. I will never recognize 08 and 09. 08, you faced a 10-man team and rain tax. 09 is the biggest.
Oh,
I will keep on.
09, I agree.
That is
with
the
you.
biggest robbery in history
09,
of
I agree
football.
with
I don't care what it says.
Yeah, 100.
You can't wait. How do you are 2 yards away from a clear penalty and you don't give it? I'm
Hey,
sorry, that's cheating.
The thing is, you know that
Oh,
referee
don't remind
admitted-
me. Don't remind me.
You didn't give
No,
4
bro,
pens.
that-
no,
fucking moron.
listen, do you know what it was? UEFA didn't want the very same final 2 years in a row. Simple. 100%.
And we would have won.
You know that
And we would have
referee
won as well
admitted
because
that.
you don't lose to the same team. And we wouldn't have lost to the same team twice. No way.
No,
And we would have a better team in 2008 as well.
Let me bet you. Let me bet you right now.
We would
I
have.
bet
I don't
you
think we
right
would have
now.
won it.
Chelsea would have beaten United.
Yeah, we would have.
We were a top team
Because that
100%.
season,
in our final.
what's his name? Ronaldo wasn't that good. He was below par. Because the 08 season, that was one of his best seasons. That's when he was started popping off. The next season, he had an injury. So for me, and Rooney, like people rate him, but I don't really see like he's okay. But for me, I feel like we would have won, and Drogba would have.
No, 100%. No, because Chelsea would have been similar to Bayern in 2012. Bayern had that fire of that loss to spoil them in 2013. Chelsea would have had that fire, and specifically against the same opponents, or Chelsea would have wiped the floor with United in that final for sure. They would have beaten them 100%. 100%.
Yeah, because Bram would never allow that to happen, to lose twice.
No way. But again, I say I will never recognize that 09. Never.
And you know what?
Never,
Just on
never,
that as well, that's why it's so beautiful to enjoy seeing Barcelona floundering in the Europa League.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yes,
so
it is.
beautiful, man.
See, Ford, now you understand why I need United and Barca to suffer. This is great. This is great to see how these guys are suffering right now. But we all know that, guys, let's keep it. CR7 is going to levitate these guys.
I don't believe it. He's way
he
past
will.
it, man.
He will.
Ralph.
Bro, it's Champions League Ronaldo, bro. It's different.
Ralph, 2-piece. No, right, no,
It's
Ralph, you don't,
I don't see it, man.
Ralph,
I see João Felix turning up for tomorrow, man. I feel like he's gonna take over the crown. He's taking over, man.
But I can't even lie, bro. I swear there's like a stat where Ronaldo's knocked out Simeone in like 5 Champions Leagues. Like it's ridiculous, bro.
It's mad.
He's gonna dunk on him.
Okay, let me just take a few tips and then we'll be out of here, man. Suleiman says, glad we beat Lille today. Hashtag the Souk, hashtag London Blues. So
Well, does
Suleiman
he
is a
support
Barca fan.
Chelsea?
He's a Barca fan who moonlights as a Lugo fan. Suleiman, focus on Napoli on Thursday and focus on getting top 4, please. Thank you. From Burton, thank you for the cheer on Twitch, man. Thank you. Paul Michael Ballack lost the Euro final and UCL final, never won a world.
Yeah, man.
Bro,
I thought, for me, Ballack is one of those players that I will always feel sorry for, man. Because
O2, he played for Bayer Leverkusen in O2. They lost the league, they lost the cup final, they lost the UCL final, and he got a yellow card and couldn't play the World Cup final. That's just bad.
Can I say I feel sorry for him, but at the same time, when you wear the number 13, you're kind of bringing this juju on yourself. So like,
doesn't Muller wear number 13 as well?
No, 25.
I think Thomas Muller wears number 13. Wait,
does?
chat. Let me know.
Does
Does Thomas
Isn't it
Muller
25?
wear number 13?
No, he doesn't
I
wear
swear it's
13.
25.
He doesn't wear 13. Yeah, it's 25.
It's 25.
Oh, 25. Oh, I thought it was 13. Okay, all right. Undisputed says Chelsea would have lost back-to-back. Like, oh, shut up, bro.
No way.
No, they would. No, Atletico are perennial losers.
Yep.
I think it's for Germany. I think he was 13 for Germany.
HH. No, I got a question.
Oh God, what?
If Zard
Go
stayed,
talk to me. Uh-oh. Ralph,
Mm-hmm.
are you there? Oh,
I think the gods heard what he was going to ask and he said no.
No, I was gonna say if
It's
Zard
not the one.
stayed past the season he left, do we win that CL? In my opinion, I don't think we do. I don't think we do. And do you know what it is? I'm not taking anything. I think he's a Chelsea legend. I think he's tier 1 Chelsea legend, but I don't think we win the CL.
Oh no, I agree. And don't get me wrong,
Ralph, imagine Hazard with a CL on his resume.
Bro, he's an all-time.
Do you know how unbearable I would be? Imagine if you could just give. Imagine if I had in my arsenal a Hazard CL. Woo!
And then imagine De Bruyne and Lukaku didn't flop in the World Cup semi-final. Like, bro, you could be talking, man. But I mean, yeah, I don't think he would have. And if you look at it, even just technically, like, so he would have stayed, right? He would have been here with Lampard. We would have that season. We finished 4th. We won the Europa League. Sorry, with Lampard. What happened first season? We got to the FA Cup final. We finished top 4. And obviously the season after that, we make all these big signings, right? So probably we don't sign Werner, right? We sign all these other big players.
Good.
But when Lampard, who inevitably, as much as I rated Lampard as a manager compared to other people, eventually he would have got things slightly wrong. Hazard would have carried him through those moments, meaning Lampard doesn't get sacked, meaning Tuchel doesn't arrive. And I rate Lampard, but we weren't winning a Champions League with Lampard. So yeah, we don't win a Champions League if Hazard stays. He probably has a great Premier League resume. Like he doesn't decline like he's doing now in La Liga, but we don't win a Champions League.
Do you think the club saw Hazard's fall off? I don't know why, but I feel like they did.
They didn't. It's Real Madrid wanted him, and it was Hazard's dream to leave and play under Zidane.
When Real call, it is what it is, man.
We were lucky to even get a season extra because they wanted him after the World Cup, where he tore it up and he was the best player by far at the World Cup. Not Luka Modric, he was Eden Hazard, but Real Madrid wanted him. He said he would give us one more season. He got the Europa League. He dropped one of his best seasons ever for us, where he was involved in like 49% of our goals. And this is a guy who's not even like a perennial goal scorer. Like, it's mad. And then he left. And then obviously, again, I got to tell the story in Hazard, which is that he went there, he got complacent. He had a bad preseason in terms of just eating, being overweight, sloppy, which again, that's on him. But then as he was picking up form in January and he was getting into the groove of things, and he was playing a great game against PSG, who injured him and broke his ankle was flipping Meunier, his own countryman, his own patriot, with a horrible tackle. And ever since then, he's not been the same guy. He's not had that same explosiveness, which has made him the player that he was.
For me, I don't like the Hazard slander, man. Like, people act like he was a scrub, bro. Like, they actually act like he was a scrub. He was a top player. He's better. For me, he's better than Salah, man. I'm going to be 100.
Oh, 100.
As a player, he's better than Salah, man. Like, Salah's... People keep making out Salah's this, like, technically gifted player, but I don't... He's a GA machine. He's a goal and assist machine. That's what he is. We can't keep forcing us to see him as this creator. I don't see it. So, but I still don't think he's better than Ronaldo, man. Sorry, HH. I don't think he's better than Ronaldo.
But we won't go there. But with the Salah point, I 100% agree, because again, Salah, people like to think that he's this guy, he's that guy. Like when he's done the amazing solo goal against Man City, and then he followed up the week after with the Watford goal. Like, that version of Salah, that's great, but he doesn't do that all the time.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's the thing. People are trying to look right. That guy. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, if you watch his game, like, a lot of it is bad touches, bobbles, and like, he will bobble the ball off a first touch, and then he will go past the player because the defender doesn't expect it. And people are saying that's insane dribbling. It's not. That's miscontrol. And he just like managed to go around the player. So technically watching the game, he's not great. Now, in terms of goal scoring, yes, he's better than Hazard. And in terms of his legacy in the Premier League, people probably rate him as a better legacy because of the goals and the numbers and the records and whatever.
And he played for Liverpool. So
who do you think is the best winger in Premier League history?
Has better feet than Salah.
Oh, 100. Easily.
Yes.
People just love the goals, man. That's all it is.
Who do you think is the best winger in Premier League history? Winger.
The best winger.
Yeah, like Salah, Hazard, and Cristiano. Who's the best out of those? Because I feel like those.
See, for me, I grew up with Giggs, and Giggs was crazy. But are we counting Hazard as a winger?
Yeah, Hazard, Cristiano, young Cristiano.
Young
and
Cristiano,
Salah,
bro. Young
They're
Cristiano.
more of a forward.
I can't lie. Salah's more of a forward for me, but young Cristiano and
Yeah.
Hazard, those are wingers.
Bro,
Gibbs
young-
was also a winger.
No,
Perez,
it's-
those guys were
See, okay,
wingers.
see, if you want to go eye test, Hazard overall,
Yeah.
I've never seen it. That young Cristiano was stupid. It was an attacking demon because head, left foot, right foot on the counter, free kicks. He could score.
His
any
free
kind of-
kicks. Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
I don't know what
Yeah,
happened to
his,
his
his knuckleballs.
This is when he
Oh
actually
my
beats
God.
the wall at Salford, bro. It's
Oh
yeah,
my.
it was.
It's actually crazy how we didn't see him like prolong that, man. It's sad, man. You could have seen a great player. Like, it was a
To be
brilliant
fair,
thing.
you know what I will always give Ronaldo respect for is that like wingers with the flair and you rely on like speed and all of that, they don't really age gracefully. Like if you look at again, I love this guy more than anybody, but Ronaldinho, he didn't really age gracefully. You look at let's say even like a Robinho, obviously right now he's in the prison. Speak like he didn't like age gracefully. Like those kind of players, they don't really age gracefully. So for Ronaldo to reinvent his game and become a goal scoring striker, like he looks like a natural finisher. Like, people say that you're born a natural finisher. Ronaldo
No.
wasn't ever really that, and he's
Bro,
proved that you can
shall-
turn into that.
Shall I tell you something?
fair play to him, man.
You know what João Felix is now? That's what Cristiano was. That's what João Felix is exactly what Cristiano was at this age. So for me, there might be an upturn with João Felix. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to put too much pressure on him. What's HH going?
I don't know.
Think he like that. But yeah, no, I can't like. I
'cause he
want
was,
João
like,
Felix.
frozen for like.
Like
Yeah, same.
I'm not saying João Felix is this amazing player, but I can see something popping, man. I don't know why.
No, he's got that something special for sure, man. I think he just moved to the wrong club because he did great things at Benfica, and I think it was time for him to move to a big club. But to go to Atletico, he played
Yeah. Sorry,
it's
yeah.
just not the one.
My internet's cut out, man.
Yeah, you have to hold it down for you, bro.
yeah. Thanks for holding it down. Thanks for holding it down, man. Yeah.
No worries, man.
Yeah.
No,
No.
just-
Wait. What were you guys saying?
We were
No, I
just
was
going on a
just talking
tangent
about
about
João
how
Felix.
Yeah, we were just saying that this guy's got to come.
Bro,
to the club,
if they allow Arsenal to get João Felix, man, I'll be pissed, man. I'll be
This
pissed.
bro, we
See,
need
this is
some
the
flair,
thing.
man. We need.
This
some
is
flair,
the
bro.
thing. Yeah.
No, bro.
I can see him getting.
I need to see it forward. This is why I say forward has. Let Has come home. Forward, let Has come home.
No.
Oh,
He's
I need
washed,
Has.
bro.
See, Ford. Maybe you didn't like Hans as much as me. Which is why because for me, my love for Hans it's deep, man. It's deep because this guy was.
Listen, you're joking, man. It ain't that deep, bro.
Wait, Ralph. Ralph, hold up. Ralph. If Hazard was available for like 10 mil, you would say no. I dare you to say no. I dare you to say no.
No, I wouldn't say no.
Thank you.
I would say no because he's washed. Like, look, don't get me wrong, HH. I love Hazard, bro. Like Hazard was that guy from like what he did at Chelsea Football Club. Bearing in mind that he didn't play with other world class wingers like Salah had. Salah had world class teammates in Mane, Firmino at his time. Now he's got Jota, Diaz. Hazard was doing it with Pedro and Willian. He were just good at the best seasons. They were
And
just good.
Mugabe. Remember,
And
Mugabe.
Mugabe has this overlapping
Oh,
wing back, like bro, it's different compared to Trent and Robertson that have it's different. So how's
No, but imagine
Hazard was that
Pixar
guy.
under Tuchel now. You see, imagine Pixar in this Tuchel thing right now. A
Bro.
guy with a dribble and a
Oh,
check.
That's the
It's
player
hard.
that I want.
He's
That's the
averaging
player that I
messy
want.
numbers. He's averaging messy numbers.
Yes, when Sarri said that he could get 50 goals in a season, Sarri wasn't capping, under the right system and with the players he could. But that's the point I'm trying to make. Like, we were even talking about it when you cut off HH. Is that those kind of wingers, they don't normally age well. Like, that's why we were talking about Ronaldo saying that, a fair play to Ronaldo. He reinvented his game to become a striker in his post 30s, and he's doing bits. Hazard, he hasn't aged well. Obviously, he got the injury like we mentioned from Munier, the ankle injury, and he's just not got that burst of speed. And why do we want to come and see him play for Tuchel, which is clearly a system team? Like, you saw Lukaku, he was a £100 million striker, come here and pretty much flop because he doesn't suit the system. Hazard coming here and playing in a team that needs to press from the front and be aggressive when he wasn't really even doing that under Kante and Sarri, it doesn't work. So for me, I don't want that guy to come here and
You see how that Hazard standard hurts you, yeah?
Yeah.
Imagine if he comes back and they take.
Okay.
Because you see United fans with Cristiano, bro. You see
Look,
what they're doing with
on that
Cristiano
note,
right now.
No, see, Orlando, look,
Chelsea
man,
fans will be like that.
Wait. Let's go. We have to get out of here because look, this Brickness is not going to last for too long, man. So, guys, I'll see you back again tomorrow on Twitch. The GOATs go to Naldo against Atleti, Benfica against Ajax on Twitch. And I'll see you back here for the post match. Guys, peace out. Stay true. Wait, what? Oh, see, these things are so weird now. Let me even play my bloody outro, man. I told you, I'm literally using my phone, man. So all of this stuff is
Bricknet.
Oh no, guys. Yeah, no, Bricknet it lives, man. Bricknet lives. So okay, where's my outro, guys? Peace out, stay true, and I'll see you next week, man. Peace.